everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Outdoor Adventures Mississippi. And today we are out on the Black Creek Trail. And got ourselves a spider web here. Let's knock that thing down. So we are out on the Black Creek Trail. This is the Black Creek Trail. It's in the Soto National Forest, and it is, I believe, one of the longest hiking trails in Mississippi. It's anywhere between 39 and 40 miles. It is classified as an easy to moderate trail, and it runs along Cypress Creek, which is down there. So today should be promised to be an exciting adventure. Now CJ and I, my right hand man, we've attempted this, we've hiked this trail once before, back when he was about 6-7 years old. And if you remember in one of my earlier episodes, we attempted it again. However, now his pack weight was just too much for him, and we weren't able to complete the hike. And interestingly enough, I attempted this hike, the very same trail, 2 weeks ago, and wasn't able to. I didn't make it very far. The reason being is this trail has not been kept up by the National Forest Service, and I came to a section of part of the trail where it was just completely overgrown. I could not find where the trail began or restarted. It's like it just abruptly ended, so I had to turn around. Well, when I was looking at my video footage at the house, I found the trail, so we're back out, try to do this again. Now, in my haste to get out on the trail and get started, I forgot to put some insect repellent on. So I'm going to stop and take care of that right now. Else I'm going to get tore up by these mosquitoes. And we are at you can see our first bridge. Alright, so I'm at the stopping point here. Let me tell you about the pack I'm carrying. This is the Teton Sports Green 5500 pack. This is a 55 liter pack. It weighs approximately 5 pounds. Now it also comes with a rain poncho / tarp that you can wear, to cover up if it's raining. That'll give you, add some, prevent your stuff from getting wet. And, so that adds another pound. So if you have everything, this is about a 6 pound pack. You can put a lot of gear in this pack. I'll talk more about this on some walk on the trail. But first, we're going to put some insect repellent. This is 100% DEET. Some people elect to use the all natural stuff. I'm not one of those. The bugs in now, the bugs in Mississippi, they drink that all natural stuff like it's Kool-Aid. They laugh at that stuff. And they got some bugs down here that could carry away a small child. Another little piece of new gear that I got. Now these ultralight puffer bags. Purchased these through a company called Equinox. I'll put their information up on the channel. Small business, made in America. I got a couple more that I'll show you. Let's get this packed. Alright, let's get back on the trail. Let's have a sip of water before we get started. Just a small sip. This 1 liter Nalgene, this is all the water I have with me. This is my other water source. It's going to be down there on that creek. I'm carrying roughly about 30 pounds. And, for me, roughly, now once this pack gets about 38 pounds, this pack gets rather uncomfortable to wear. But, this pack also has numerous straps, spiderweb, that you could dial in, the comfort level to make it as comfortable as possible. Now, I have absolutely zero weight on my shoulders. Kayakers, canoers, having some fun. Another spider web. Almost makes me wish someone else out on the trail before me to take out all these spider webs. Now later in a couple months, CJ and I, when the temperatures start going down, we're going to do hit the river in our canoe. So my destination, where I want to go, is to a site along the riverbank where CJ and I, on our first hiking trip, ended up. But right now we are at the spot that 2 weeks ago ended my trip. I'll Check this out. This is the trail. It has gotten so overgrown. Let me go through here. Sticker bush. And I did not see this clearing where that sun is when I was going through my video. So we're thinking that it'd be through this tunnel of mess here is the trail. So here we go. See if we can get through here without any spiders falling on us and all that good stuff. So far so good. Let's knock these spiders out of the way. There we go, we made it. So I'll tell you what, I'm not a fan of spiders. Made it through one spot. Yeah, I'm not a fan of spiders. It seems like every spider in Mississippi can put a hurt on you. Still a lot of overgrown brush. Here we go. So we made it through all that mess. Humidity as I'm getting deeper into the forest, starting to pick up. Looks like we got a considerable amount of deadfall across the trail. When you're walking through here, there are water moccasins that you have to be watchful for. Rattlesnakes. You know, them critters, in addition to the spiders. And you have to be careful of all the deadfall across the trail. A lot of trip hazards. You hear the cicada bugs. Now the trees here, we have loblolly pine, cypress, and magnolia, along with some white oak. Now the trail, the National Forest Service, now they mark their trails with those white diamonds. And sometimes, sometimes the diamonds are close together, and sometimes those diamonds, you gotta be hunting for them. Check that out, folks. Poked a hole in a fire anthill. If you've never got up close and personal with a fire ant, consider yourself lucky. This hike is going very well. I'm definitely starting to feel the heat. Okay. Interesting place. Looks like somebody lost their wheels. Sometimes it is interesting the things that you'll find that people leave in the forest. The question is how long was that sitting there? Lots of spider webs. Find a spot soon. Have another some more water. Got a log in the way, fall over the trail. Now down here, like I said, we do have venomous snakes. When you are going over a log or an obstruction in a trail, or anywhere for that matter, you want to look before you put your leg over the other side. So you don't know what is sleeping underneath that log, and you might disturb it and get bit. Alright. Big old fire ant hill. Don't want to be stomping anywhere near that. Alright. Let's go up this little ridge here. Now, during periods of heavy rain, you got this little gully, and water would just flow through there, through these gullies to the river. So if you were needing water, guess you're in a pinch, you could probably dig through the sand here and find some water. Right now, well, unfortunately, I'm not hurting for water. No telling how many little spiders I got crawling on me right now. But right behind me, that's the creek. Isn't that something? Some of the places it gets so shallow that you have to get out and drag your canoe. And we still got some distance to go before we get to a spot where I know we can get down to that water. Look at this. This is a magnolia tree that has given way and this other dead tree is holding it up. Another spider web. Ooh, that's a big one too. Check this out. That's probably not a venomous spider, but even still, I don't want it crawling on me. So, off into the weeds we go. Another big old spider. Sorry, Mr. Spider, but I need to get to that bridge up ahead. little creek down there. It's coming up on a sign. But the name of that creek is Granny Creek. I wonder where they came up with that. Spiderweb. Didn't even see it. Here's another one. Definitely no shortage of spiders down here. Look at the size of the leaf on this tree. Check this out. I have no idea what kind of tree this is. But look at that. It goes all the way up. I mean, I have no idea what kind of tree that is. Magnolia, maybe? I don't know. Those are the biggest magnolia leaves I've ever seen. Ain't that something? Never seen anything like that before. I think we should be getting to a spot spot soon where, if my memory serves me correctly, he can get us down to the river. That's where I want to be. And I just walked through a big spider web. Yeah. At least the spider's way up there, though. And that was a big spider. I think there's a spot where I could punch through to get down to the river. Let's see. Fine. Maybe not. Let's see. I don't know what's down here, but let's explore it. Okay. Thorn. Alright, the shoulder. another thorn. All these vines. It looks like one bleeding. Cut me a little bit. Didn't even feel that one. Hell. Nothing down here. Let's head back up and get tore up again. Caught in some thorns and a vine. That was tough. Alright. I'm going to turn this camera off for a minute, reassess the damage that I just did to myself. And I need a break now. So I think we found our spot where we want to go to get to the water. Yeah, it sure is. There we go, there's water. When you're filling up in the stream, you want to go put it so it's facing downstream. That way you ain't getting all that sediment in there. Now, I could just drink this right out of the filter, but I don't want to. I'm going to put it in this canteen. Now these filters, they filter out bacteria. They don't filter out chemicals. So that's something you need to keep in mind. You know, if you're, you know, filtering water that's next to a farm, or, you know, from a filtering water from a water source that's coming and next to a farm or something, you're getting, you know, pesticide runoff and stuff like that. You know, these filters won't filter that stuff out. And also, they're not 100%. So always, you know, it's always that risk, you know, that something's going to get through. Alright, let's get our chair out. Yeah, that's the seat. A little, gotta have my creature comforts. And one of them is, I gotta have a chair. I want a pillow, and I want a chair. So the coolest thing just happened. And of course, naturally, the coolest things always happen when the cameras are turned off. But I was sitting right, you know, just sitting here, and a hummingbird came up and, you know, flew up, and about 2.5 feet from me. It was just stationary. I think it was trying to get to these red flowers to get some nectar from these flowers. But yeah, I heard something, you know, buzzing around, and I just happened to, you know, look up to the left, and 2.5 feet from my face was a hummingbird. Pretty cool. And of course, it happened when the camera's turned off. Alright, so I'm pretty well rested up. Got the backpack on. Gonna take a walk down, you know, along the waterfront there, and do a little bit of exploring. Not sure if I want to set up. You know, originally I was thinking about setting up, camp right here, but there's a hummingbird that was trying to get, I believe, was trying to get to those flowers. And if that's a food source for the hummingbird, I don't want to be, interrupting the bird's ability to eat. So I might try to find another spot, to set up tent. Also, kind of thinking that if I use, it's right next to where I came down to get down here, and I'm thinking if I'm using this route to get down to the water, then someone else, another hiker coming through, probably using the same route. And I just don't want somebody walking right through my camp. I'll put the sunglasses on. The white sands along the water really reflect the sunlight back in your face. I want to show you something real quick, just the power of water. See that partially buried tree there? That partially buried tree used to be over here. Extending into the water. And got some boaters coming. It used to be right about here. See where that branch sticking up? It's about where it used to be. So the water moved that big tree over time from there to way over there. So I was happy to be walking around and happened to notice this guy here. Can you imagine walking face first into that? I don't think so. Not me. We're going to give him a nice wide berth. I don't think he's venomous, but even still, I'm not a fan of spiders. Alright, so look at the trail there. It goes, let's see, pick up my hiking stick, from looks like a spot right there. And there's 3 of them. One over there, one there, and one there. And they all come to this spot. And see, following this one, it goes all the way down. Kind of curves, goes down, goes all the way down to the water. And it's got some, some prints. In the sand as well. Which to me, I'm by no means an expert tracker. Hell, I'm not even a novice tracker. But the only thing that I can think of that does that would leave a print like that, is a gator. Personally, I think it would be cool to see a gator out here. I have seen them up close and personal in the wild at the Social POW camp. I would also like to see one out here. Get back in the shade. I'm starting to get baked over there. So I'm gonna take this pack off and set up shop. Or at least get myself a little comfortable in some water. It's amazing just how quick that being in that sun just saps the moisture out of you. Now, I'm going to be using my Climate Static 5 sleep pad. Now, some people think, it's just sand. Why don't you just sleep on the sand? Well, sleeping on the sand at night will suck the heat right out of you. So it's not something, something you definitely don't want to be doing. Now, to inflate the sleep pad, I'm going to use my Flextail Gear portable pump. And the way this works, you put your attachment on. Now, of course, there, and we just press there 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And away we go. And to turn it off, 1, 2, 3. And this thing can also be used as a USB charger as well, to charge your cell phone. Comes with other attachments for blowing stuff up. Standard USB power cord. Using this sure beats trying, and breathe, blowing in this thing. But I like a firm sleep pad, so I'm going to add some air. There we go. And in here I have my Snug Pack Jungle Blanket. Now it comes with a stuff sack, but the stuff sack it comes with it is just too much of a pain in the butt to try to put it back in it when you want to try to pack things up and get out of here. So I'm just using this nylon stuff sack that I purchased from Walmart. Now this is the large Snug Pack Jungle Blanket. I highly doubt that I'll be needing it tonight, but temperatures are supposed to drop down into the 70s, I think around 3 o'clock in the morning briefly, so better to have something. And next thing we got is our pillow. This is by Red Camp. We'll chuck that in there. It's one of my creature comforts. I gotta have a chair and I gotta have a pillow. And we'll zip that up because I don't want mosquitoes going in there when I'm trying to sleep at night. Here we go. There's something out there making an interesting noise. Not sure if you can hear it. Have no idea what's making that noise. Almost sounds like a horse name, like I said earlier. The creatures of the night. ourselves a little visitor. Hey there, Mr. Toad. Into the brush we go. Yeah, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning, just after 6:30. It's a nice misty morning. I'd like to say I slept great. However, I didn't. I actually kind of slept like crap. The tent. Now I didn't use the rain fly because there's just it's just so hot. Temperatures actually started dipping down. Probably around 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So I actually had to use my snug pack jungle blanket. But the tent itself, from all the moisture in the air, actually has become completely saturated. It's almost like it rained inside and outside the tent. Fortunately, that jungle blanket repels water pretty good, so I stayed dry in the tent and stayed warm. At least I did. However, there's little puddles of water from the condensation building up inside the tent. So, game plan. I'm gonna break things down, get packed up, gonna hike on back. Alright there, buddy. We have everything all packed up, ready to hit back on the trail and head on out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is the Black Creek Trail following Cypress Creek in Brooklyn, Mississippi. If you like what you see and like to see some more of the videos like this, just hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing. So until the next time, be safe and enjoy the outdoors.